40 love.
And now to the former SMU All-America. He'll serve to Richie Renneberg. And Stieg, that powerful service of his, an easy game to open this doubles final.
First game.
Jim Grab will serve first for the Grab-Renneberg team, seeded fourth. 6'4", Stanford All-America under Dick Gould from Tucson, Arizona. Oh, despite the confusion, Stieg with a point.
Well, it was a smart move by Stieg because this team of Renneberg and Grab are very seasoned. They played together. They're excellent doubles partners, and they're looking towards the middle of the court. So to hit down the line is a good play.
Great return by McEnroe.
Love 30.
McEnroe and Stieg, they've not lost a single set going through this championship. Unseeded, this new team. They played once before together. That was in Rosmalen in the Netherlands. Got to the finals.
15-30.
Now Jimmy Grab will be serving to John McEnroe. He's more familiar with Patrick McEnroe because Jim and Patrick won a major, the French Open, in 1989.
Oh, well, he guessed right.
Renneberg was crossing.
Jim Grab's serve, if you notice, very slow and very deliberate. Not a quick motion.
Make it!
40-30.
Grab and Renneberg have won a couple of doubles titles on the tour this year in San Francisco and Rosmalen.
Game Grab Renneberg.
It's 1-all.
One game one.
And now McEnroe's service game. McEnroe and Stieg knocked out the defending doubles champions, the holders Anders Jarrett and John Fitzgerald.
Stieg still in search of that first Grand Slam doubles title. John has won 8 doubles titles.
4 here at Wimbledon.
With Peter Fleming.
Love 30.
And opening for Grab and Renneberg early. Stieg, an imposing man at the net with his height and long arms, and despite his size at 6'3", 6'4", very quick a foot, reflective of his star status as a youth soccer player in Germany.
30 all. 40-30.
McEnroe and Steek speaking to one another. Very often the server tells his partner where he's serving, where he's directing the ball.
To Renneberg. Makes his home in Houston.
Yeah,
Serve. 2-1. Opening set.
Time.
We're back at Wimbledon. Breakfast into the afternoon hours for many of you. Remember, 4 o'clock this afternoon, the USA Dream basketball team. It's a final game at home before heading for Barcelona. 4 o'clock Eastern time.
15 love.
Renneberg at SMU under Dennis Ralston, his coach. All-America 3 times and was the finalist in '86 for the National Collegiate Championship. Lost to Stanford's Dan Goldie.
Dennis was also my coach for about 7 years.
Grab.
30 love.
Well, the big serve from Jim. Actually, Renneberg set that point up. As you see, Jim Grab is giving him a little signal. Which is telling the server where to serve.
Ooh.
Ooh. And also telling him if he's going to poach or not. Many players use one finger or two fingers. They're going to poach or they're going to stay put.
Above that, it gets pretty complicated, doesn't it?
Pretty tough for our hackers to tell the server what to do. Just get it in there and I'll do the best I can.
My partner has always given me one finger.
Yeah. Yeah, you've always been number one.
I guess that's what he meant, yeah.
Point from 2-all.
Jerry Armstrong is in the chair. This is court 1.
$40-30.
Test of serving stability. Doubles at this level. You just can't afford to drop a serve.
Game grab, Renneberg.
2-all.
Two games all.
And also a variety of returns. It's very important in doubles. You don't have to hit through the ball and hit hard all the time. It's just good to hit some dings, hit some short balls, try to get them at their feet.
Yeah, this team has gone through a pretty good set of challenges. McEnroe and Steek, they beat Carbonet and Rickle in the opening round. Then the defending champions, Fitzgerald and Jarrett.
15 love.
That was a big win. Fitzgerald and Jarrett won 3 majors last year.
And they defeated a good American team, Kinnear and Saluma. And Harhus and Koevermans, the Dutch pair. And in the semifinals, Forget and Lasik.
A match finished this morning.
30 love.
No. 40 love.
Steek has such a nice, free, easy motion on his serve. Very reminiscent of Stan Smith.
McEnroe, Steek, 2 service games, hasn't lost a point. We'll be back after these words from your local station. Back on court 1 here at the All England Club, adjacent to center court. McEnroe, Steek, Grab, Renneberg on serve. And it's Jim Grab at 2-3. Got 4 doubles titles this year. He's a solid partner. Good good grass court player.
Whoa, what a fine
15.
serve. Really jammed him.
And look how close he was. Steek is 2 feet in the baseline.
Thirty love. Thirty 15.
Since McEnroe last won the doubles, and you have to go back to '84 with Peter Fleming when they beat Cash and McNamee from Australia. There have been some interesting names that have carried the Wimbledon doubles trophy. '85 Guntard and Tarazzi. Guntard, Steffi Graf's coach. Nyström and Wilander, Swedes in '86. Flock and Segusa won in '87 and '88. Former U.S. Davis Cup doubles team. McEnroe the coach, McEnroe the cheerleader.
Yeah.
Well, and you see this is the return right at Jim Grab's feet, and Renenberg was protecting the middle of the court, which left that angle open.
Renenberg on the cross, but couldn't convert, and the
30,
first
40.
break point of this opening set goes to McEnroe and Steek.
Deuce.
And here John is playing the right shot, but Steek a little bit late getting in close. Push that volley.
Just
Advantage
long.
grab.
But smart shot. Richie's nose is on top of the net.
Well done by Renenberg. It's 3-all. Earlier,
Three games
the
to
number
one.
2 seed defeated the number 1 seed. Women's doubles final as Gigi Fernandez and Natalia Zvereva upset Novotná and Savchenko. So in ladies play, then the singles final, number 2 beat number 1, Graf over Celis, and so it was in the doubles final.
Gigi and Natalia also won the French Open. They're having a great year.
Ooh,
Yours, that's Bud's favorite word.
it's the only word I use in doubles.
15 love.
Or out. I use that a lot.
And you're quick with both.
Yes. When in doubt, call out.
Well, it's very important to call yours or mine, because especially if you're playing with a lefty and you're a right-handed player, you can really clash up there.
Now, Gigi Fernandez will be with us in Barcelona playing for the U.S. Olympic team.
Again, Steek just a little slow
15-all.
reacting.
Well, every chance you have to watch John McEnroe play doubles, you want to seize it, because there's never been anyone better. blends power with thoughtfulness. Delicate touch.
Court
30-15.
savvy.
And that's the other thing. It's not only how well you play doubles, it's that thoughtfulness that you said. He's a great team player. He only gets down on himself because he's a perfectionist, but he's very, very generous to his partner.
That peekaboo serve of McEnroe, it was somewhat drastic when we first saw it, as the wind picks up here on court one, that almost using his shoulder and his back to hide his intent. That's like a pitcher hiding the ball from the batter.
Remind me a little bit of Louis Tiant.
And he's a little herky-jerky, too, with his mannerism.
And he uncoils his body. That's how he gets that release of power. Very much like a golfer, also.
Double
40,
fault.
30.
Not many of those from McEnroe in doubles. He was plagued by them in the semifinal singles match against Andre Agassi. In fact, double faulted away a couple of key games.
Wind could be a factor. It looks a little breezy out there.
40-30. 3-all opening set for the men's doubles championship of Wimbledon. And McEnroe holds.
4 change games, 2 balls.
Richie Renneberg to serve. 3-4, no breaks, new balls.
$15 love.
Favorite seat in tennis here, Bud Collins. You can sit in the first row right behind the server, Renneberg's position, if you're a member of the press, and it's, well, those folks there almost subterranean. You have the feeling you're looking up at all the power of this grass court game. It's a remarkable place to appreciate how talented these athletes are.
Very dramatic spot to be on that court.
Nicely done, Renneberg, a little half volley winner.
30 love.
Jim Grab giving him another signal.
40 love.
Good wide serve. Very often on those wide serves, the opponent at the net, that's when he does poach.
Is that a good tip for us? If you get a good
Well,
wide slice, go ahead and cross.
when you're really stretching like that, it's a pretty low percent shot to go down the line.
Grab unusual in his position as the server's partner, way back, even though he's so tall, and he was too far back on that
40-15.
volley.
That a compliment to McEnroe. Now to Stiek, 40-15. Point from 4-all.
Game grab, Renneberg. Four games all.
No breaks of serve.
And they played 23 minutes. One of the most dramatic moments witnessed here, provided by our colleague Chris Everett, when it appeared that she was in her last Wimbledon going to say goodbye to this championship from this court by someone very few of us knew. Laura Galar.
Galarza.
Galarza, yeah.
Galarza. I didn't know who she was either.
She's never done anything since. It's like that other Italian Linda Ferrando who beat Monica Seles, third round of the U.S. Open 2 years ago, and nobody's heard of her again.
Close contact up at the net. Good exchanges.
It was that Galarza match where Chris was down 2-5, final set, rallied to win. Andy Mill, her husband, in tears as he watched the drama of it all. That was top drama.
And then I got killed by Steffi Graf the next round.
But at least you went out on center court.
True.
Michael Stich has been a wonderful doubles player for Germany in Davis Cup, playing either with Boris Becker or Eric Yalen. He and Yalen beat Scott Davis and David Pate of the United States last September. And
Renneberg.
in a very tight match. The United States barely beat Germany 3-2.
And here you can really tell Grab and Renenberg, they've played together so many times. They know each other's games. They know where to be at the right time.
Grab moving up on the second serve from Stich.
30-all.
Well, it's a real compliment again to the server, in this case Stich, that Grab and Renenberg are staying back. That means they're telling him, we really respect your first serve. We just want to get that first return back.
All.
40-30.
And a point from 5-4. Still no breaks. Almost looks like Stich is wearing some kind of a rib wrap.
Game McEnroe Stich.
But he holds. 5-4. No breaks yet. Fourth saves, Jim Grab, Richie Renneberg, 4-5. Opening set, best 3 of 5. Grab, the only server who's had a break point staring at him. And he saved it in the 6th game.
$15 love.
That McEnroe growl tells it all.
His old partner Peter Fleming is out on the grounds playing right now in the senior doubles with Stan Smith.
Peter watched all his singles matches though and really cheered him on. Still good friends.
Ah.
Well, once again, Renenberg is crossed, thought that the return down the middle, he could not come up with that angle, but John did.
Good play every now and again. Poke it down the line, straight ahead, see what the net man's doing.
Ooh. Stich has been very successful, and that's been part of their trip all the way to the finals in making that shot.
Yeah, he's really keeping the net man honest and keeping him guessing. It's that second shot, he almost always goes down the alley.
Keep him at home.
First service.
Bad judgment.
40-50.
On the line, McEnroe had a play, thought it was long. He doesn't miss many of those, but he does play it pretty tightly, as we've seen throughout this championship. He lets a lot of balls go that are just out that most men would take a shot at. A point for 5-all.
First service.
John was a species that no longer exists. He'd win 15 or 16 singles tournaments a year and 15 or 16 in doubles.
Martina Navratilova at about the same time doing the same on the women's side.
The only person to simultaneously be ranked #1 in both singles and doubles.
Game Grab Renneberg.
5-all. Well, coming up later today on NBC, we switch you out to Portland, Oregon, 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Pacific time. Bunch of guys from the States there. Guys like Barkley and Bird and Drexler, Ewing, Johnson, Magic that is, Michael, Leitner, the Mailman, Mullen, Pippen, Robinson, Stockton. We hope John Stockton, that's not a serious injury. He'll be able to make it to Barcelona. The Dream Team in the championship game tournament of the Americas. That's at 4 o'clock. Hope you'll stay with us for that.
How many balls do they need for the starting 5?
That's what has been remarkable. All the reports that everyone, if anything, overpassing, that they just are enjoying the spirit of Magic. And Stockton, get the ball to the open man. Too good, Renneberg.
Good
on the return.
Yeah, Richie, he really stepped in for that ball. And, you know, Richie's the kind of player that he's had near breakthroughs. He's almost beaten some of the top players. I remember that match with Lendl here at Wimbledon. Never quite could come through with the big win.
You can make some nice pocket change, though, as a doubles player if you're successful these days.
Right. I should preface that by saying in singles, because in doubles he's had a lot of success.
Just long.
30-15.
Well, the remarkable Luke Jensen, who serves either left-handed or right-handed, makes a very good living just playing doubles. Doesn't even attempt to play singles.
Well, he's fun to watch, isn't he?
Sure is. He's a good kid.
Teamed with Jennifer Capriati and mixed here. Grab.
Play.
Thirty all.
The knee wrap, not anything serious, but Mac has worn it throughout the championship. Feels right to him. Late call on service fault.
Well, not often does that happen. Somebody get the eyeball-to-eyeball advantage over John.
But did John back up? Did he get afraid? No, he just stood there and protected his territory.
First chance to break for the Grab Renneberg team.
A really deep volley by Steek.
5-all deuce. First set.
Not up.
2 bounces, calls umpire Jerry Armstrong, saying not up.
Advantage McEnroe.
Eleventh game, no service breaks. Point from 6-5. And Grab crossing might have caught McEnroe's eye.
Well, that's the one advantage about crossing too. You're really distracting your opponent. You're making them guess.
Oh. Great point.
Advantage
Good
Renneberg.
defense by Grab here.
And Stieck is long with a backhand volley, and another break point for Grab Renneberg.
Deuce.
American caught that one, a souvenir.
Looked to me like Steve Zimmery.
Advantage Renneberg.
Can't get a replay. I'm not sure it was Steve, but it looked like him.
So third breaker for this number 4 seeded team.
Important for John to get a first serve in.
Well, Grab.
Jim Grab with a terrific play, and Grab Renneberg take the lead 6 games to 5. So Grab
Seats with you,
Renneberg
please.
break
Thank you.
McEnroe's serve, and now this game for the first set. Renneberg to serve.
First service.
Oh,
15.
Now, he doesn't seem to be moving as well as earlier in the tournament. I'm talking about Michael Stieck, and I just wonder, it looks as if there's a band around his rib cage, and he may have pulled a muscle in the last match, or perhaps even this morning in the semifinal. Grab using his 6 feet 4 inches. 2 points from the set.
well, and you know, on grass, you're bending your knees a lot, but you're also bending at the waist, and that could take its toll after a 2-week period. Most of these men have been over here even for 4 weeks.
Oh.
Oh,
Block
30-15.
return off the top of the net. 30-15. Second ace for Renneberg. 2 set points. Opening set to Richie Renneberg and Jim Grab. 7-5.
7 games to 5.
So they
Second set, Stieck to
start
serve.
the second set.
One more game. Thank you.
Stieck to serve. That's the first set that McEnroe and the server have lost in the entire tournament.
I think a couple of loose volleys from Stieck lost them that set. John played excellent.
15. First service.
Renneberg
15 all.
and Grab are showing the benefits of playing a lot of tournaments together.
A lot of doubles also, but is guesswork and taking chances, picking a spot, sticking with it.
Now Renenberg up on the second ball. They've been playing both back defensively. And that's where he should have been.
Another good play by Renenberg, stepping into that volley.
15-30.
For Stieck, his first ace.
Oh, some big serves from Stieck.
That one right into the umpire's chair, almost hit the microphone.
40-30.
That's how he won Wimbledon last year, is getting a lot of high percentage, powerful first serves in.
Renenberg, a big return.
Deuce.
Renenberg has that Western grip on his forehand. Puts a lot of topspin on the ball.
Grab back on the first serve. And with Renenberg.
Advantage Stieck.
I would hope Grab would be back.
Okay, McEnroe
Not
Stieck.
an easy game, but Stieck holds. Underway in the second set for the Wimbledon doubles final championship.
First game, second.
The unseeded team of McEnroe and Stieck in the finals, but down a set to the fourth-seeded Grab and Renenberg as Jim Grab goes to work. Love one. Second set.
And you sense that
15 love.
Stieck should really make up his mind. Is he going to stay back or come in and not get caught in the middle of the court all the time?
There's the signal from Renenberg. What does it mean? Let's see.
Oh,
McEnroe, just like in a shooting gallery, saw Renenberg moving and bang.
15 all.
well, and John, I think Renenberg thought he was going down the line, but he jammed him, hit it right to him instead.
$30-50.
Jim Grab, watch his toss. He throws the ball so far. If you're going to throw the ball that high, you have to have perfect timing and when you connect with it.
Well, that's not bad.
40-50.
Yeah, he's got pretty good timing.
First ace.
Good for a windy day, though, bud. Those high tosses.
Wide.
Grab, Renenberg.
It's 1-all.
Oh, you got two Stanford guys, Grab and McEnroe, SMU with Richie Renenberg, and Stieck says he probably would have gone on to university if his tennis hadn't been so remunerative.
He's a very cerebral guy, isn't
Yep.
he? And not real popular in Germany. Graf and Becker, of course, are the heroes, and Stieck almost an anti-hero.
15 all.
John Patrick McEnroe shooting for his fifth Wimbledon doubles. Renenberg, another solid return.
15 all.
Well, that's one of the reasons why he's playing the ad court also. I think he's the better of the two as far as return a serve. Back inside, you're serving when it's your ad or when you're down. More crucial points on that side.
(30-15).
The last grass court tournament in the United States begins tomorrow at Newport, Rhode Island, at the casino, the Hall of Fame, Miller Hall of Fame, and the induction next Saturday. Two guys out playing right now, Frew McMillan and Bob Hewitt. Marvelous doubles team, plus Tracy Austin, plus Philippe Chatrier,
Who is here?
Philippe played Davis Cup for
14-15.
France, but he's not being inducted for his tennis ability. It's as an administrator, wonderful administrator for the International Tennis Federation, and he was largely responsible with the late David Gray for getting tennis back into the Olympics.
And very responsible for the success of the French Open.
Yes, renovating it.
Oh,
Well, soft and hard from Jimmy Grab.
40-30. Game McEnroe.
McEnroe holds 2-1 in the second. We'll return to Breakfast at Wimbledon after these words from your local station.
McEnroe stick lead.
Buttercrust, sponsor of the 25th Summer Olympics.
Time. Seats quickly, please. Thank you.
On serve in the second after Grab Renneberg captured the first set. Richie Renneberg has played outstanding doubles tennis here on court one, and he serves 1-2.
(15 love).
Doubles is so much reaction, not as much movement. You only have to take care of half the court. You don't have to be the quickest player as far as court coverage.
(15 all).
And you'll very rarely see a player stay back off a second serve return. As you saw John there, took advantage of that second serve.
Now the
Oh,
McEnroe Stick team playing back.
McEnroe edges up nicely. Ooh.
Big forehand down the middle.
and Jim Grab here
15-30.
protecting the down the line, protecting his alley. Misjudged that shot.
Killer B is after Mikhail Stich, warding it off.
Tricky day, cloudy, and then sunshine. Winds will gust up.
30 all.
John McEnroe didn't come in here expecting to be so close to two titles, I don't think.
Although, even though he lost the first round of the French against a very good player, he was still playing great. You know, he's still playing very good tennis. He wished that he could have had a couple of warm-up matches.
And he was doing well with Agassi in doubles, but it got to the quarters and Agassi played a terrible match. I mean, McEnroe couldn't carry him totally.
Right, that was a disappointment for John, I know.
Well, who are we going to put with
14-15.
John in the Davis Cup doubles? He's
Notice
solid
he
in
didn't
that.
answer your question.
No.
You've been asking that question this.
Well, I'm curious
whole
because
week.
it's going to be a very, very big point. You know, the semifinals against the Swedes in Minneapolis, 2 weeks after the U.S. Open in September. And, you know, you have Edberg playing probably for Sweden, and maybe Kulti after the way he played in Paris. It will be on clay, and that doubles point will be so important. And if the Swedes have Edberg and Jared, that's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, no one there.
Grab Renneberg. Ball change, please.
2-all. New balls.
2 games all.
Well, obviously, when you asked John that, he did not have an answer. And I think what'll happen is that week he'll just practice with different players every day to see who he has the best feel with.
Well, it'll probably be Courier, Agassi, McEnroe, and maybe another doubles player. I don't know what Captain Tom Gorman will do, or David Markin, the chairman of the committee.
Well, Agassi hasn't hurt his chances.
No, no, Agassi's there. Plus, the only thing Agassi was doing until this tournament was playing excellent Davis Cup. It's a complete turnaround. That's so wonderful about sports. It just didn't figure Agassi winning this tournament at all.
Especially the way Agassi came into the tournament. No warm-up tournament. Usually they play at Queen's Club.
You wonder if he even practiced on grass, maybe a little bit a couple days beforehand, but he's his own man. He eats his own way, even though people discourage him to nourish himself better.
He's eating better, actually. I was talking to Nick Bollettieri about that, and he said there's a lot less junk. He's not camping out at
fast food.
I won't name the establishments because
Hamburger places.
Yeah. And he's really starting to eat food, which is interesting. Which discourages Leo Levin.
Yeah, McEnroe Stick.
Welcome back. Jim Grab serving. 2-3 second set. 15 love.
30 love.
McEnroe Stieg now playing back have been unable to earn a service break. Only one in the match. That was breaking McEnroe to go up 6-5 in the first set. And then the 7-5 set for Grab Renneberg. Oh, big slicing serve from Grab. Second ace. And this solid American team looking tough as the signals.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh!
He wiped one of them off, I think.
Is this tennis or baseball?
Just wide. That love Grab holds 3-all.
Want to see that signal again. I think it means you go out for the pizza.
Gee.
Approaching 1 hour, this doubles final. Renneberg.
Love 15.
He has been very effective with this technique, the cross, timing it well.
Yeah.
Caught only once. That was by McEnroe.
Well, again,
Caught Grab that time.
Jim chose to cross. It was not the right time.
30-15.
I'd love to be able to be at the net and looking back at me and see John McEnroe serving on my side. That would be a very comforting thought if I was playing doubles.
And yet he's the only player to be broken in this match.
Not
That doesn't always
necessarily,
reflect the
right,
server. That's right.
Because of him.
I think Steek is not 100%. He looks stiff. He isn't moving as well. The fact that they're playing back some service games, I think reflective that Steek, and you can see kind of a band around that waist.
And he looks stiff in his demeanor. He's standing straight up and not really as flexible as he should be.
3-all, 30-all, second set.
14-30. Deuce. Code violation.
Anger from McEnroe.
Oh, Jerry, you're wonderful. Where'd you get that expertise from?
Code violation against McEnroe.
From Jerry Armstrong.
Jerry
in the chair.
Armstrong. The next violation will be a penalty point. And the next one would be default. It won't get to that. There's Jerry's good official.
McEnroe has seen a lot of those not called and perhaps spoiled by the kindness of the umpires.
Advantage McEnroe.
I think Jerry, an Englishman, was bothered that John, with the racket throw, dug a divot in the court, in the sacred sod.
Gusts of wind. Another big shot from Renneberg.
Well,
He's been the star of this match.
Right, he's clearly the better return of serve. Now he must give Jim Grab a little encouragement. Hold up this team.
It's been a long 2 weeks for McEnroe. He has played a lot of tennis. See, if you just joined us earlier, Chris, and had the same contract, you'd still be playing rather than come in the booth. It's such motivation to play well.
I think the more I watch these women play, the way Steffi Graf played,
Advantage McEnroe.
I am glad I'm out of the game.
Jimmy Connors was with us a couple years, did so well, he decided, heck, I don't need that NBC patch and microphone. I'll go back out there. And,
Oh, they're trying to give me a break.
yeah, maybe we'll see you out here next
Work
year.
on my commentating.
First ace for McEnroe, center line.
Hannah Storm back in our Wimbledon studio. The men's doubles final that you have been watching began during the Agassi-Ivanisevic championship match, so we were forced to show you the first part of the doubles final on tape. But now let's shuffle ahead a bit. The team of John McEnroe and Mikhail Steek won that second set in a tiebreak. Jim Grab and Richie Renneberg took the third set 6-3, and we now pick it up live in the fourth set on court 1.
And court 1 filling rapidly as the other matches complete on the All England grounds. And for McEnroe and Steek, they're a dream trip in trouble now as Grab and Renneberg 4-3 in the fourth set, 2 games away from the championship. 15 all. Stieck has not made many of those. That what we think is a bruised rib condition suffered this morning in their semifinal match against Lasik and Forget has limited Stieck's mobility, but still so talented, able to make some big shots. Approaching 7:30 in the evening here in England. Couple of break points for McEnroe. Stieck get back on track here in the fourth set. Now Jim Grab to Stieck. Defense by Stieck and McEnroe to keep it alive.
Well, great effort to get back these overheads, but look at the angle off this volley.
Parallel to the net.
Practically hit the net on the other side.
Yeah.
Renneberg, who's been a star today as he goes for a Grand Slam doubles title. Another break point.
First service.
McEnroe's going to be the last one to leave the park. He's worked double overtime.
First service.
Very much a part of the fabric of this 92 fortnight at Wimbledon. John McEnroe. Another break chance.
Oh.
So McEnroe, Stieck on a double fault are even in the fourth set, 4 games all.
Four games all.
Shaky game for Jim Grab.
Boy, you come in, the proposition is, Jim, you hold, I'll hold, and you're champions. But
McEnroe has had his own difficulties, in part, I think, due to Stieck's injury. He was broken in the first set, lost 7-5. Broken in this set earlier to give Grab and Renneberg the lead. But new life for the 33-year-old. I don't know, maybe he had a birthday. He's been a long Wimbledon. His temples graying.
I used to always feel bad for the men players when they had to play singles and doubles the same day. And, you know, the matches went to 5 sets, 10 sets in one day. That's a lot of tennis.
Perhaps, in part, the reason why so many top players don't in
play
the Grand
doubles.
Slam.
Right.
Where in the old days, everyone played.
They certainly don't play 3 events, the mixed. I mean,
they used to.
Right.
They used to play them all.
$30 all. Renneberg again. Oh, his timing is terrific on that cross.
30-15.
Richie taking a chance and crossing. Maybe they should start hitting a little bit more down the line and keeping this team honest.
Well, he's been the player of the match.
Oh.
And it was Renneberg again to keep it alive.
Well, Well, we've seen this from him, these flashes of brilliance many times.
30 all.
He mishit his return, but that was solid.
So quick, though. He's quick hands.
Renneberg, who's never won a Grand Slam title, certainly working at it. A point from 5-4 McEnroe. Stefan Edberg, the only other man to hold both #1 positions, singles and doubles. But McEnroe had a much longer span. And he holds. Veteran McEnroe, he's still alive at Wimbledon. With Chris Evert, Bud Collins, Anna Storm. I guess we should include John McEnroe. He was with us 15 minutes. Dick Enberg at court 1.
He came in and punched the clock and then went out to play doubles.
15 love.
Now Renneberg to McEnroe. Doing a little ushering.
The one that set up that point and had that reflex volley. This shot right here, I felt that won them that point. Grab had an easy volley. Pretty big second serve from Richie Renneberg, but he can afford to hit a big one. He's up 30 love. It's not a big pressure point.
Game grab.
Renneberg continues to impress. 5-all.
5 games all.
I remember Dennis Ralston telling me about Richie when he was in college and saying, you know, he's going to be a good pro. I don't think he's going to be a champion or big name, but last year he made over $300,000.
15 left.
Steak with the ace. Still spurring his partner on, coaxing him, complimenting him. You can say a lot of things about McEnroe, and not everyone likes him, but he is a competitor.
And Jim Grab just might be the deciding factor in this match.
Which way?
Well, he got a little nervous before on his serve, and
McEnroe 6-5, 4th set. Grab Renneberg laid 2 sets to 1. And the saga of John Patrick McEnroe continues. He is the last man to win the Wimbledon singles and doubles title in '84, and he was repeating in '84 what he had accomplished in '83. Both titles. No other man so successful since. And we are just that thought in a moment.
Rick Leach and Jim Pugh are the last American team to win. That was merely 2 years ago. The first American team to win here at Wimbledon, 1920, Dick Williams, who was a survivor of the Titanic, and Chuck Garland.
Coming up, 4 o'clock Eastern Time, 1 o'clock Pacific Time. The championship game, Tournament of the Americas, the NBA Dream Team tuning up for Barcelona. We know you'll want to watch that.
I didn't answer your question, Bud, about Jim Grab.
Well,
So
did you mean positively or negatively that he would be the deciding
I think
factor?
that remains to be seen. You know, all I'm saying is that the other 3 players are playing very well, and Jim has to really play up a notch.
Well, he's the one who'll serve it either into a tiebreaker or a 5th set. Ooh. Right play by Richie.
Love 15.
One of the few times that he's not been successful. But Stieck with a sharply angled return.
Oh.
15 all.
Some nice news from a couple of young American kids. Brian Dunn all the way to the finals in the boys and lost to a young Czech, David Skok, 6-4, 6-3.
Brian from Brandon, Florida.
And Jana Rubin has won the girls, 6-2, 7-5 over Laurence Courtois, Belgium.
And she's from Lafayette, Louisiana. Another ace.
No, getting some good first serve. You always think an ace is even when they tip the ball.
Yes, I'm of the Ross Schneiderman school and the Allison Danzig school that if the receiver has no chance on it, just touching the ball shouldn't deprive the server of an ace.
Schneiderman and Danzig in the same sentence?
Well, they're both greats.
Same grab, run about.
Tie break we go.
Tell you what, that was a great game by Jim Grab. He
4th set tie break.
placed a lot of first serves in, reacted to the pressure really well because he's been the weak link in this whole match. See if he can raise the level of his returns because this is where the real weakness
Game,
is.
please. No flash photography.
Tie break in the second set went to McEnroe Stieck, 7 points to 5. They trail 2 sets to 1. McEnroe starts it.
Oh, Renenberg sticks his nose in there.
Sticks his racket out there.
1-0, grab Renneberg.
Good return by Jim Grab. Finally, he just connected with a good one, and Richie hit a winning volley.
McEnroe, remindful of menacing Andre Agassi in the semifinals, who had him collapsing on the court in marvel and awe, frustration at Agassi's tremendous luck and power.
Grab Renneberg.
Oh, down a mini break. 3 points to 0. It's Stieck. Wind, you can hear it whipping off the canvas. Backdrop.
Oh!
Just missed. Out.
Missed his head, or?
That shades of Spyro Agnew. You remember him? He was the politician, I guess. Was in the White House club for a while, hit his partner in 1970, back of the head.
Steve McEnroe finally with a point. 3-1.
Grab Renneberg.
Politician better forgotten, but he did have a great brain shot serve.
Golf as well.
Yeah, he did everything. That's why Nixon didn't let him bowl.
Good deep return. The court looks a little, I shouldn't say a little, looks very chewed up.
The wind's a factor now.
The wind's a factor, and also you don't want to let the ball bounce because the court is chewed up. Chances of a bad bounce now are much greater.
Well, Jimmy Grab, who belongs to that very select club now, I beat Andre Agassi. He beat Agassi to win the Seoul tournament in 1987. And that's a pretty good credential now to have beaten the Wimbledon champion.
Three points, 2. Grab. Renneberg up 1 mini break.
Well, that
4-2, grab Renneberg.
Displeased with himself
he should be on that one. A second serve.
as they switch ends. McEnroe, best of all, knows the capricious nature of this game on this surface, especially this late in a fortnight.
But what a performance to be there for the second Saturday in singles and the very last match of the tournament.
All the courts are covered. The show courts, that is, are covered. There are a few old timers and kids playing some mixed left. Renneberg going again.
He's keeping them off balance on the defensive team, the receiving team, because he's constantly moving that net man Renneberg. But that was his play. He had a forehand that he should have cut off.
They're back.
And
4-3.
And that's what happened because maybe Jim thought that it was going to be intercepted.
He did.
McEnroe at stake with their partnership handshake.
That's why you need to talk on every point.
That was a valuable ball for Richie, who receives.
4-all. This crowd, some 7,000 on court one, offered an added treat. We're pleased you're with us live breakfast at Wimbledon as we approach